Hi there, Mike Gunderson, Chief Credit Officer at Farm Credit Illinois, taking a deep dive into the current liabilities section of your balance sheet. And if you're using the Farm Credit Illinois template, it might seem a little overwhelming. We've got quite a few accounts listed out that you might have on your balance sheet, and we want to help you think about that. But you might not have all of those, and that's okay. It's just a template. So if you don't have some of these categories, we can just put down a 0 and move on to the next one. We're looking at current liabilities, which are going to be loans or payments that we have due in this next period, in this next year. And we've been looking at the balance sheet as a snapshot in time. So if we know that payments are due this year, but they haven't been made yet, then we can accrue those payments or accrue those liabilities on the balance sheet. So the first line item on that current liabilities section is accounts payable. This is if you buy some seed from the local co-op and they send you an invoice and you haven't paid it yet, but you have acquired that seed, you still need to pay that accounts payable. So any loans that you owe to a supplier who's giving you goods and you haven't paid for them yet, that's what it's going to be in that accounts payable line. You also might have some credit card debt that you're carrying. Those next three groups are accrued interest for your current, intermediate, and long-term liabilities. And what we know is that if we're doing this as a snapshot in time, we might not have made a loan payment yet, but we owe that loan payment in the next period. So we can accrue that interest expense here in the current liabilities section and plan to be able to make that payment. Same for rental or lease payments, right? So if you're renting some ground and you haven't paid for it all in advance in March or April, similar for things like income tax, property tax. If we know those tax payments are due and we haven't made them yet, so this current liability section is really looking out over the next few months and understanding what are the commitments we've made that we're going to have to pay on here in the near future. After you've completed this section, we're going to move on to intermediate liabilities.